want to do a quick run through of my Overland rig. This is a 2022 Jeep Gladiator Mojave. Now a lot of people talk about Mojave versus Rubicon. Well, my wife, which you'll see in a second, has a JL Rubicon. And we've taken it on many different trails. I learned pretty quickly with what we want to do that the suspension on the Mojave will be more beneficial than the low gearing of a Rubicon. So let's run through, starting at the front. So this is mostly stock from suspension, body, and so on. But I did switch out to the new Rough Country tubular front bumper. It comes with a couple light bars built in. I'm not big on needing light bars, but they came included. I just really like the look of the bumper. Added a Badland 12,000 Apex winch, and just switched out the factory headlight bulbs for some LEDs just to get rid of those crappy stocks and get some actual light thrown out there. And now let's actually get to the important stuff. So I'm running a Lightner rack, and in that rack I have one of the large pods on this side. I keep most of these things that stay dirty, boots, shovels, and so on. I have the kick-ass shower tent, which is not currently deployed, but this is an amazing deal. They were like for $149 with the coupon. It deploys really quickly. Take a shower in there, use it as changing room, whatever you need. Then up top, I'm running the Roofnest Falcon. This is the XL version, so 60 by 80. Plenty of room for me and my wife. I absolutely love this tent. It's done really well on this trip. We are currently on the Georgia Traverse. It got down to like 33 a couple nights ago, and we were plenty warm. It also poured the rain a couple nights ago, and we didn't have any issues with rain getting in. And on the passenger side, I have the large Roofnest wing, which you can see a little better. It has built-in LEDs on each arm. And then on this side of the Lightner forage rack, I'm running a small pod with an EcoFlow River Pro. It is currently pulling from solar, but I have a wire ran to my switch panel. And then while driving, I flip the switch and I get about 100 watts off the alternator. The switch panel also has memory, so all I have to do is hit the auxiliary button at the beginning of our trip, and every time I start the car, it'll automatically start charging the EcoFlow, and when I turn it off, it'll quit charging, so that way we don't drain the starter battery. And I run a 67 Designs mount. This is the magnet mount, so you stick the plate on the back of your whatever phone you're using, and you can take it off really quickly, which I really like. I had a mount previously from another brand that you had to pull apart to stick your phone in, and it broke fairly quickly. Also running a 67 Designs arm for my radio mount. So this is the Baofeng UV5R, which a lot of us have, but it fits really well on this mount. The actual piece that the radio goes in is from another brand, not 67 Designs. So that is actually Bullet Point. It's the only place I can find one that really works. But the arms are great. They do have color matching arms now, so this fits the Mojave color scheme well. Coming around to the rear, I've got the power tank mount for a 5-pound propane tank. I'm running the Iceco VL45 Pro. I absolutely love this fridge. It runs really well. It has quite a bit of features, like power at both ends, so that way I can run power from the back directly up to my EcoFlow. So that way whenever I stop, I don't have to remember to plug my fridge in, switch it to battery power. It automatically runs through the EcoFlow. I have 4 Husky Containers. These are amazing for the price, very cheap, and they fit in the Gladiator well and locks everything in. So I don't need to tie anything down while we're driving. I have 2 of the large in the back, and 2 small that I use for pantry and plates, all of that kind of stuff. It makes it really easy. Lugaloo. Of course, we all know what that's for. And then I run 5 gallons of water for our shower. Back there in the large Husky, I have the Jolka, which is a hot water propane heater. It works wonderfully. I did pick up a larger hose so that way we can run it down to creeks and pull water without having to use the 5-gallon. I keep it as a backup just in case we're not near water. There's my wife's JL and our setup. And this is a pretty sweet camp spot that we found in the Georgia Traverse. It is dispersed camping. So first come, first serve. There's only a couple other people here. So this would be a perfect camp spot for the night.